It's under there this time. Any disclosures of interest or conflict of interest? Nothing there. What's the next one we've got? All right, 3.1, the annual report. Could I please have a motion?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Starcevich.
Thank you. The motion is that the Council notes the annual report 2023-24 and its compliance with Section 98 of the Local Government Act 2020.
Could I have a seconder, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I'll second that.
Thank you. Councillor Starcevich.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The annual report identifies our progress through the year. It identifies what has been achieved by Council and the manner in which the monies have been spent that have been received through either rates or through funding from state and federal government. It's important to recognise the activities that have been delivered over the past 4 years and noticeably in the last year, where we've had Lord Nelson Park, we've had North Park, we've had a number of other projects that have started. So, for example, Great Western. Those three projects alone have totalled somewhere in the vicinity of $10 to $12 million of funds that have been spent. In the case of Lord Nelson Park, the majority, at least 2/3 of those funds, were from council funding, with about 1.5 million, if I'm correct, from the state and federal government. So the council has provided a great deal of infrastructure for the community through prudent use of funds that have been gained from ratepayers and also secured through state and federal loans. Funds, I should say. Gosh, if we were getting loans, it'd be a rather different story. There are a number of other activities that are reported in the annual report, and I commend all ratepayers to read the annual report. It does highlight a number of projects that have been delivered. It also highlights the activities that council deliver, not just roads, rates and rubbish, but also early learning centre. It's progress through immunisation, albeit almost entirely at the cost of the ratepayer rather than subsidised from the state coffers, because it is a mandated requirement for our young children to be immunised, and also for our teenagers. However, there's areas of support that would be welcomed from state and federal government towards the delivery of these type of services: maternal care, aged care. The list does go on, and I think one of our councillors made mention of at least 30 different activities that council delivered, not just 3. So I commend the report to council, and I think that it identifies how we've gone and where the money's gone. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. I'll just back up Councillor Starcevich. I think council's done very well. The report been put together. There's a lot of work goes into these reports every year. And as council said, the public should have a read of this report and just see what has been done in our council for the last 12 months. I think we've done an exceptional job under some pretty difficult circumstances, and funding is going to be a big thing for the next council. Government funding is something we really grants and things we rely on, and I think that's going to be a pretty hard battle for a few years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, councillor. Any other councillor wish to speak? All right, Councillor Starcevich, would you like to sum up?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Other than that, it's a mighty good read for bedtime reading for all of our ratepayers. I commend that report to all and sundry. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll put the motion to the vote. All in favour? Against? That motion is carried. 3.2, which is the quarterly finance report. Could I have a motion, please?
Happy to move a motion that Council notes the financial report for the first quarter ended 3rd September 2024.
Thank you, Councillor Heslop. Could I have a seconder, please?
Happy to second, Mr Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Emerson. Councillor Heslop.
So the quarterly financial report is a report that's put out to Council to give them timely information to Council so they can have a look at the finances, see how we're tracking. So this financial report is quite good. So it's 490,000 in a favourable variation, but there are a number of variations in this report. There is adjustment to capital expenditure for additional grant funding received. There is adjustment for additional grant income expected from works completed in previous financial year, which is quite favourable. There is Healthy Ageing Hub's additional income and expenditure with no net impact on cash. So all very positive, all very good, and that's what we want to see in our financial quarterly report. So very happy to move it.
Thank you, Councillor Heslop. Councillor Emerson.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. Nothing further to add.
Thank you. Any other councillor wish to speak? If not, would the mover like to sum up? Councillor Heslop.
Nothing further to add.
Thank you very much. I'll put that motion to the vote. All in favour? Against? The motion is carried. That's it. There being no further business, I'll call the meeting closed at 12:37. Thank you very much.